I guess here's a question for you. You're the coach of Oklahoma.
Mhm.
What's better to make the call for Hawkins to start? At Auburn or home for Texas? My last bet for college football week, we're going to where there ain't no quarterback playing. We don't know what's going on with Oklahoma Sooners versus Auburn Tigers. And really trying to, I think this game is split. I think the line reflects that too. If you look at the way the money line and the number is -110, -2, Auburn is a home dog at +2, -110. And it's been came out that Mike Hawkins, true freshman, is going to start. They started most of the game against Tennessee last week. Arnold got pulled, and I think it's to hide that game. The score doesn't reflect how that game went, and I think it's to hide a lot of the offensive woes that Oklahoma's having. They need a spark. This is not the Oklahoma offense of what we know and what we remember.
Mhm.
Um, Gabriel has left, as we already know that, and I forget there was another coach who left off the top of my head. I can't remember. I think did he go to Mississippi State?
Who?
One of the Oklahoma coach.
I don't know. Oh, Oklahoma's coach. He
Did he
went
go to
to
Mississippi? Or was it the offensive coordinator there and went to Mississippi State? Him and Daniels
Duke.
left.
Duke's, is it Duke's coach? Went
Is
to
it Duke's
Oklahoma.
coach? Is it Duke's coach? I forget. I forget.
Yeah.
I should have wrote that down. And I think you're right. I think it is Duke's coach. But with that being said, there we don't know. Like, we're used to knowing what Oklahoma is offensively, and we know what that looks like, and that's not what we're seeing. Even though they're 3-1, and then asking Michael Hawkins Jr. as a true
Duke's,
freshman.
sorry, Duke's coach went to Texas A&M. I just thought about it.
Okay. As a true freshman to go on the road versus Auburn,
Mhm.
I'm taking the other side of that.
Whew.
I'm taking the other side of that. I don't like that at all. Auburn is a tough, super tough place to play, and you're gonna have the true freshman. Now I get it, right? I do. I get it, but this is a middling for both these teams in this game. This is a huge game for both these teams. I'm taking the money line. Give me Auburn, man, to win the game. Give me the Auburn Tigers +105 to win the game and win it outright. I know Auburn has some quarterback questions of themselves. I feel like they're just going to go with the hot hand. Who's ever playing well, they'll kind of stick with. But I do think that this defensive line for Auburn is going to be able to get after Michael Hawkins and that tenacious crowd down there um, in uh, in Auburn to get the win here. I know there's some other sides there with that game, but I'm sticking with my guns. I'm sticking with my thoughts. I just don't like a freshman going down there, man. I think Thorne will get the start, but I just don't like that's not putting him in a good spot for Hawkins Jr. Like, it's just not right there. What's that? Jordan Hare Stadium? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tough place to play. I
It's a
mean,
tough spot. I don't like that spot at all for him.
I think when Venerables is making that decision, I think he's just more looking at the way, um, who is it? Jefferson has been playing.
Okay.
Um,
I just saw this line shifted. I just want to do a
or
no,
Jackson.
it didn't shift.
Jackson Arnold. Sorry, Jackson
Jackson
Arnold.
Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's more the way that Jackson Arnold's been playing than anything to have to do with the freshman Hawkins at best. So I think Venerables is like, all right, we just got to get better. This is our
You're
opportunity.
looking for a spark.
Chance. Yeah, he's looking for that spark.
Is this a bad spot to put him in? Are you looking for a spark and in Auburn? Like that's where you're looking for the spark. Like, if it was at home, I get that. You got the crowd behind him and things like that. But at Jordan Hare Stadium, like, come on, bro.
This is the only thing. One thing that Oklahoma did show me last week, and I was watching that game,
Yeah.
Although Tennessee was the better team offensively for sure, they slowed Tennessee down. They had a lot of turnovers against Tennessee. It's just that they were giving the ball right back because of Jackson Arnold's mishaps. Like really, to be honest with you, Oklahoma would have made this game much tougher, but they stood up strong defensively. Now I know they were home, right? So you have the crowd behind you, the excitement of being on prime time. But they showed me a lot that week. I don't know if that took them out of gas, like playing that such a big game the week before, then having to jump right to Auburn at Auburn. Is that going to slow them down? This could be one of them games that's just a sandwich game where they're in trouble. But Auburn's
Mhm.
offense, what did they show you that they're going to be able to do anything? And they seeing what Oklahoma did to Tennessee. I mean, they held them 24 points or something like that last week. So I don't know, man. That line is short enough. I think I might be on the other side of you here.
Yeah, it's a that's why I said it's a 50-50. It's a coin flip. You know what I mean? But I think both these it's a middling point for both these teams because I just looked it up just to make sure that I was right. It's ugly
Mhm.
for Auburn if they lose this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they'll be 2-3, right? Then they got Georgia, Missouri, at Georgia, at Missouri, at Kentucky, and then back home for Vandy.
yeah, but nobody was
Like,
expecting anything from Auburn, though. So I mean, I don't think they got to worry too much about that. Nobody thinks Auburn was going to do anything.
oh no, no, no. But I mean, they still want a bowl game, or at least
Yeah,
try to
for
get
sure, for
to
sure, for
try
sure,
to get to a bowl game. And then the Sooners, right? They have Auburn smashed in between Tennessee and Texas
true.
at Auburn, right? Like you would think you would want to get Hawkins to start at home against Texas. I mean, maybe not. I guess here's a question for you. You're the coach of Oklahoma.
Mhm.
What's better to make the call for Hawkins to start? At Auburn or home for Texas?
Um,
That's
eh,
tough.
no, I'm not. I'm not. If I'm the head coach and I'm seeing what I'm seeing from my starter and Jackson Arnold, and I'm seeing in practice, and I'm like, he's not it. I'm getting my freshman in here this week
Okay.
so he can get the butterflies off, so he can be prepared for Texas. I'm just not throwing him in on Texas. Texas is a different animal. So for me, it don't matter if I'm home or not. He's still gonna have the same jitters whether he's going home or Texas. He might rather be away to get away from the home crowd, have to learn about hearing everybody talking all blah 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 blah, and being all excited for the game. So it might be better for him to be playing away because he doesn't have to hear about the home stuff. You know what I mean? Like for me, when I played, I love going away games and playing. You know what I'm saying? I love going to the new environments. I didn't mind the hotels. I like seeing
Yeah,
different
but
cities.
you ain't the quarterback though. That's different.
No, true, true. But
Yeah.
if I was a quarterback and I knew that I was being about to be the starter here against Texas at home, man, can you imagine walking to class or walking around? Everybody's like, "Hey, good luck." It's just too much.
Cheeks galore.
Well, hopefully, I mean, I'm sure that's part of the situation, but he can get that
Hey, it's
dude
a
out the
real
week.
situation, all right.
But what I'm saying is that if I'm the coach, I'm starting him. I'm doing what Brent Venables is doing right now, and that's starting him against Auburn.
No, I get the story of with Venables. That you get a win at Auburn, you get some momentum and some
You
confidence
get some
at home in
confidence.
Texas.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
you're getting that
yeah,
that
yeah.
confidence,
Give me
which is
Auburn.
which is which is what it looked like.
Yeah, I
But no,
don't
I
think
think
it's
I'm. You know what? I think I might be fighting you on this side. I might go Oklahoma here,
yeah, hey.
only because I think there's going to be a game of turnovers here, and whoever has less turnovers is going to be the winner.
Yeah,
Auburn just has I mean, what 7, 8 turnovers this
no,
year so far. It's just kind of crazy. It's like
yeah, that is pretty great.
and then you're playing Oklahoma's defense, who showed me a lot. Although they lost to Tennessee, they slowed Tennessee down, held them to 20 in the 20s. When Tennessee usually runs it up to 50s and 60s, so that showed me a lot as far as defensively. I don't see how Auburn's going to score. Can you just look at team total for Auburn? That might be my play actually better. Maybe not the side because it's such a close line, but maybe I
Yeah,
might go Auburn's team total under. Maybe we can see if it's a higher total and I can take advantage of that.
Auburn total points 21.5,
Yeah, I would go under. I would go under.
and then
Yeah,
Oklahoma 23.5.
I like the under 21.5 here. That's 3 scores, over 3 scores. And I don't see that happening for Auburn. Shit, I don't know. Let me look